So, tell me about, wait, you said you and your mom were building a garage for your cars. Will you tell me a little bit more about that?
After we made it, we colored it.
You colored it? So is this like a box out of a box? Or how did you make a garage? Is it out of wood?
All paper.
All paper? Wow, that is so cool. So your mom helped you make this?
Mm-hmm.
That is so
And
much
I have
fun.
a lot of extra paper.
You do? Is it colored paper? Construction paper that you use like in art class? Yeah. Nice. High five. That's so cool. How was Carson this weekend?
Good.
Good. You hang out with him a lot? Read him any books?
Yeah.
What'd you read him?
I read The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I love that book. The caterpillar just keeps on munching, doesn't he? That's a good one. Okay, so today I'm going to read to you this story. It's called A Diary of a Worm. Okay? So this little worm, he writes about his life. Do you know what a diary is to begin?
Like questions of a worm?
So a diary is more so, have you guys ever written in a writer's notebook or in a journal? Have you heard of a journal?
Mm-hmm.
A journal. So a diary is it could be like a journal full of things that you write down, maybe that happened during your day or happened during the week, or maybe a fun adventure you took. You write down all these different things. So a diary is something that you keep track of, something you do each day. So this one is called A Diary of a Worm. And from looking at it, what do you think? Do you think anything when you look at this front cover?
A worm writing.
The worm might be the main character, right? It looks like he's doing the writing.
And there's a cap.
He's sitting on a bottle cap, isn't he? That was good to pick up. And looks like he's down in the grass, doesn't it? So the setting might be his...
In the dirt.
In the dirt. Right, yeah, that's really good things to pick up on. So I think we're going to be hearing about his life as a worm. What do you think? I think that's what we're going to hear. All right, so while I'm reading today, I'm going to have you fill out this chart. So this says, I think... Here, let's look here. I think, I wonder, and me too. So while I'm reading, you're going to write down, I think is what you're, from this story. So I think you wrote down, you think they're in the dirt, right? Is that what you wrote down from looking at the cover?
Wait, soil?
Yeah, that's really good. I think that he's sitting in soil. Right. The setting is in soil. And you're just going to write down what you think you know here. And then where it says, I wonder, this middle section, you're going to write down any questions. So when I'm looking at this, I might think, what is the worm writing about? And then me too, I might say, oh, I love to write down things, or I have a red hat. You're going to do anything that makes connections with your own life. Does that make sense? Do you feel like you can do that for me? All right, I'm excited to see what you write down.
I read this book in kindergarten.
You did? That is so fun. Well, then you can be a superstar on what happens next. But it's always good to read books a few times, isn't it? Do you remember everything that happened? You do? Oh, great. So you might...
This one is my favorite part.
Oh, it is? So you might have a lot of things that you can write down on I think, right? Because you might know what's happening. Okay. Look at all these little pictures he puts in the front. Diary of a Worm. March 20th. Mom says there are 3 things I should always remember. 1. The earth gives us everything we need. 2. When we dig tunnels, we help take care of the earth. Must make tunnel, help earth breathe. He's pushing really hard, isn't he? 3. Never bother Daddy when he's eating the newspaper. Oh, man. So if I was writing in this chart, I'd say, I think this worm is kind of funny. That might be what I think. March 29. Today, I tried to teach a spider how to dig. First of all, his legs got stuck. I think I've twisted one of my ankles. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. I give up. Tomorrow, he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. So what do you think? Do you have a question maybe from any of these pages, or do you have any things that you know from these pages you can write down?
I think they're both like different things.
Right, that's really good. So you can write that down. As I'm reading, you can write these things down. Okay, so do you want to write, I think they both like different things? Good job. So this is what helps us when we're writing these things down. This is what can help us remember things when we're reading this story and kind of connect with what we're reading. Good job. All right. So March 30th. Worms cannot walk upside down. Must have tried to on his spider web, didn't he? April 4th. Fishing season starting today. We all dug deeper. April 10th. It rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. Hopscotch is a very dangerous game. Then he said, did you guys hear something? Look at his grandpa snoozing over here. His whole family. Why do you think they had to dig a little deeper today?
Because the rain.
Because the rain, and he said, fishing season starting today. So do you know what people use when they go fishing? Have you ever gone fishing before? Yeah? What do you put on the end of the hook? Do you remember?
A worm.
A worm. So guess what? Do you wonder now why do you think he dug a little deeper?
To get worms.
So that he didn't get caught by the shovel, right? He doesn't want to be on the end of the fish bait. Then he said hopscotch is a very dangerous game. Have you ever played hopscotch? Do you know what hopscotch is? Yeah, where you jump around. April 15th. I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that I ate my homework. My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I was finished, I ate that too. He says, I will not eat my homework. I will not eat my homework. I will not eat my homework. Oh no. What happens when you guys forget to do your homework? Do you have a lot of homework in first grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I forgot to get my orange folder yesterday.
What happens when you do that?
I had homework in there.
You had homework in there, and then what happens when you don't do your homework?
I have to do it again.
You had to do it again? Oh, good thing you'll have to remember next time, huh? April 20th. I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wiggled up right between them and they screamed. I love when they do that. Oh, let's put that down. You said why? Why did they scream? You wanna let's write that question down. That's a good thing to consider.
I love that they scream.
Yeah, what did you ask me? Did you say, why did they scream? Yeah, so let's write that down.
Why? Okay.
So Alyssa and Caleb are out of the game. So right now it's just Tess,
What you thinking?
Baby,
I'm thinking if that spells why.
Well, what do you hear when you say why?
Mm,
Tess has taken Caleb's spot.
I hear a W and a I.
Good job. All right, you hear those two sounds, right? That was kind of like your long, or your, was that your, when did you do the I sounds? I remember hearing your poem about that. Was that a few weeks ago? When you did I's? Yeah. You look like you're thinking really hard. What's on your mind?
I don't know how to spell people.
What do you hear when I say people? People.
P-E-P-L.
All right, great job. Let's move on. Why did the people...
Yeah, but I write another L.
You learned another L? Why did the people scream?
Because he's hearing the word pole,
Oh.
like a fire pole.
Is that what you people?
Put another L.
This way now. 'Cause those
He did.
doors are like
He's got it right there, don't you? So let's move on to scream. Why did the people scream? Good job. All right. So he said, I love when they do that. And look at them, they're all running away again, aren't they? May 1st. Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. Today I said, good morning to the first ant I saw. Good morning. There were 600 more of them in line. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Nice to see you. Howdy. Good morning. I stood there all day. Do you know what manners are? Have you learned about manners? What are some manners that you know?
Use and thank you.
Please and thank you. That's really good. So maybe we could write down manners on your Me Too, because that's connecting. You use manners also. Good job. All right. Let's see. May 8th had the worst nightmare last night. Giant birds playing hopscotch. Mom says I have to stop eating so much garbage right before I go to bed. Oh man. Look at him. He's sleeping in the garbage. So he's not just scared of hopscotch. He's scared of big birds playing hopscotch too, isn't he? Poor little guy. May 15th. I got into a fight with Spider today. He told me you need legs to be cool. Then he ran. I couldn't keep up. Maybe he's right. Ugh. have the legs to run with him, does he? May 16th. I made Spider laugh so hard he fell out of his tree. Who needs legs? Thud. So to me, I think that Spider and Worm might be best friends. What do you think? Do you think they're friends? No? Maybe we'll have to see. May 28th. Last night I went to the school dance. You put your head in, you put your head out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's all we could do. Is that the whole song? Do you know that song? The hokey pokey? Do you remember what it is? You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out. All of it, but he doesn't have any hands, so he can't put his right hand in, can he? He can only do his head in and put his head out. June 5th. Today we made macaroni necklaces in art class. I brought mine home and we ate it for dinner. You're very talented. Does your family eat together? Do you guys eat dinner together? No? What do you like to eat for dinner?
Burgers.
Do you like to eat burgers? Are those your favorite? Do you like cheese on your burgers? No. I love macaroni and cheese. That would be my favorite dinner, maybe. June 15th. My older sister thinks she's so pretty. I told her that no matter how much time she spends looking in the mirror, her face will always look just like her rear end. Spider thought that was really funny. Mom did not. Oh, man. July 4th. When I grow up, I want to be a Secret Service agent. Spider says I will have to be very careful because the president might step on me by mistake. It's a dangerous job, I told him, but someone's got to do it. They look like they're pretty serious over there, don't they?
1 minute. July 28th.
July 28th. Good job. You know how to read the calendar days, don't you? 3 things I don't like about being a worm. 1, I can't chew gum. 2, I can't have a dog. Can we keep him, Mom? 3, all that homework. No. Sometimes I feel that way too. All that homework. So much. Do you like bubblegum?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He can't eat bubblegum because he doesn't have any hands.
You're right. You know that. We put that on. He doesn't have hands, does he?
Yeah, and they don't only work with one kid. Like, I will work with several. And, like, I will take several kids on drugs. And they not always be Yeah, so I feel like at first it was like, but how, like...
Good job. Alrighty. You said you have 2 dogs, don't you? 3? You have 3? 3 pugs?
Honestly,
I thought you only had 2 pugs.
What I learned, and it's not being
You have 3
time.
pugs. Oh my goodness.
You don't really need to be here.
2 pugs and 1 hyena.
Oh, okay. 2 pugs and 1 hyena. So I was right about the 2 pugs. I forgot about your other one. July 29th. 3 good things about being a worm. 1, I never have to go to the dentist. No cavities, no teeth either. 2, I never get in trouble for tracking mud through the house. Why doesn't he get in trouble for tracking mud through the house?
Because there's already mud.
Because there's already mud in the house, isn't there? 3, I never have to take a bath. Who's my grubby little boy? That's kind of funny, isn't it?
They don't need a bath because they don't have a bath.
You're right. He doesn't have a bath and he's dirty all the time, isn't he? And then, have you ever been to the dentist? Yeah, do you like the dentist?
I go there every Saturday.
Every Saturday? You go there every week? Wow. You know what? My mom, she's the lady who cleans your teeth when you go to the dentist. Isn't that kind of cool? Not the one that you see. She works up where I live.
Oh.
But she works at a dentist's office. So that would be what I connect to this story. Let's see. Keep going on. August 1st. It's not always easy being a worm. We're very small, and sometimes people forget that we're even here. But like Mom always says, the earth never forgets we're here.
Exit, 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 exit.
So this one says exit, exit. What does that one say?
SS.
SIS? I don't know. And then that one says
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Oh, you know this one.
Library.
Library, yep. So it looks like, I wonder if
Wait.
the worm likes to read. Because it says library, and what do you do at the library?
Get books.
You get books, so do you wonder that too?
And
Yeah.
kitchen.
Kitchen, so what, you're right, that was really good reading. I didn't even see that one down there. Should we write down another question? Do you have any more questions on this page? No? Okay.
Well, I think it's full.
You think it's full? Good job. All right. Well, like he says, but like Mom always says, the earth never forgets we're here. And that goes back to our very first page, because do you remember when they said,
I know why the earth can't see them, because they're worms.
because they're worms, you're right. But she says, the first thing to remember is the earth gives us everything we need, and they dig tunnels so they help take care of the earth. So that's why the earth never forgets we're here. That's a pretty fun story, isn't it? I really like that one.
Did we read it all?
We read it all. It was a lot of pages.
Like,
It was all done.
what?
Did you want it to be more? Oh, well, look at this one. Bee stung me. Oh, man. Look at that. He got a big swelling, doesn't he? Isn't this leaf awesome?
That's not a leaf, that's $1.
That's $1. I found this really cool rock.
Are you gonna take us?
That's a baseball.
It's a baseball. Mom and Dad's anniversary. Gross. Where else did you just see something like this? In your read aloud? Yes, you did. Because who kissed who in your read aloud? What did the prince do to wake up? Do you remember?
Yes.
He kissed her to wake her up, didn't he? Alright, what did you think of this book? Did you like it? Yeah? Did you think it was pretty funny?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. So when we're doing this, let's look right here. I know there's a lot of things going on in the hallway right now, aren't there? So when you're writing down, I think those are good things that you can just, and those are good things to pick up on. And then I wonder, why do you think the people scream? Let's go back and think about that. So when you see a worm, what do? If you see a worm on the ground?
I pick it up.
You pick it up, but what might some people do?
Scream.
Scream because they might be
Scared of.
scared of the worm, right? Even though, how big is a worm? It's so tiny. And then me too. You said that you connected with this story because you learned manners too, right? Please and thank you. That's really good. So we use these different types of strategies and charts like this to help us really remember what we're reading and connect with the story. Did you like doing that? Did that help you out? Cool, I love that. Well, thank you so much for doing this. We'll go back inside for the rest of your station. All right? All righty.